Good morning, Unity. Please help me welcome a new member of our group, John Paul. He's multi-talented and is going to be a great addition to our group. Here's something you don't hear a lot. We're going to start with trumpet. Here it is.
To our music team. Thank you, John Paul. That was amazing. And we welcome your beautiful family here this morning. We're so glad that you're here. My name is Reverend Cheryl Myers, and it is my absolute joy to be here with you this morning. We welcome everyone who are tuning in via YouTube live stream. So, hi. Doesn't it finally feel like spring, really? Really, even though there was snow in the forecast yesterday, we are embracing the sunshine today, and we're so grateful to be here on this beautiful campus, on this beautiful day, hearing this beautiful music with beautiful souls. So let's take a deep breath. I just invite you to close your eyes. And it's wonderful that when we take that deep breath and we close our eyes, we're telling our mind and our very being that we're here to be still and to be open and receptive, to be blessed by spiritual community on this beautiful Sunday morning. Yeah, so we breathe into an open heart that is ready to accept the blessing of every handshake and every hug and every exchange. For how sweet it is to come together in unity. So thank you so much for being here this morning. Know that your light and your presence makes a difference. And so once again, we take a deep breath. And feel gratitude. And so it is. Amen. Amen. So Unity of Gaithersburg has a vision and mission. We have our beautiful core values back on our back wall if you'd like to check those out. But if you'd like to know what our vision and mission are, please turn over on the back of your bulletin and you can read that. And if you are here with us for the very first time, if you'll raise your hands really nice and tall, and the ushers will quickly come to you and bring you a welcome packet with a card on the very front. And if you fill out that card, you can just put it in the offering bag, and we'll just add your email to our Friday afternoon email list. We have a wonderful newsletter that goes out every week. So, all right, let's stand and sing a song together.
It's about laughter, it's about comfort and smiles. It's about love, it's about kindness, it's about hearts open wide. It's about love, it's about passion, it's about taking a chance. It's about love, it's about service, it's about lending a hand. About lending a hand. And swing wide the doors as the time is right. Swing wide the doors to let in the light. Bring in the dawn for humankind. Swing wide the doors of this heart of mine.
Take a moment to greet your neighbor, offer a handshake, and ask for a hug.
There's a voice that I've heard for years. I've learned to keep it inside. Well, now it's coming loud and clear. I want a deeper life. It's about love, it's about laughter, it's about comfort and smiles. It's about love, it's about kindness, it's about hearts open wide. It's about love, it's about passion, it's about taking a chance. It's about love, it's
about service, it's about lending a hand, lending a hand. Yeah, swing wide the doors, the time is right. Swing wide the doors to let in the light. Bring in the dawn of humankind. Swing wide the doors of this heart of mine. Swing wide the doors of this heart of mine.
Please be seated.
Good morning. I needed my notes so that I could tell you my name. It's Lorna Dixon. So isn't it wonderful to be here on this beautiful, bright, sunny spring day? One of my favorite things to do is to admire the sky. And on my way in this morning, I looked up, whoa, clear and beautiful. And I just, thank you. So, I'm so glad to see you all here.
And can I say one thing? Did you see her son on Jesus Christ Superstar? And just want to say, he's a YOU kid.
Thank you all. I don't think he'd be embarrassed for me to say, he's my baby. He's the youngest one, and he still doesn't mind if I call him baby. So, this week's transformational opportunities are detailed in our community newsletter, and you may receive next week's edition by sharing your email with us. Please pause now to completely silence your cell phone. Thank you. Our second annual Big Spring Prosperity Fling online auction is fast approaching. Mike Fandy will now come up and share some information with us. Mike?
Thank you. So, the Big Spring Fling. Let me give you, we want to go through a couple things. What, why, how you can help, and when you need to help. Simple as that. The what, we need stuff, we're going to auction it off, it's going to raise funds for the community. That's as basic as, and that's the why. And the why is because you care about the community. You care about, look at the beautiful paint job, look at we're paying the mortgage. This is our community, and this is part of the way you invest in the community. So that's the why side. And then how can you help? Lots of ways. One of them is to contribute something. And a lot of people struggle with, well, I don't know what to contribute. And, well, so I went downstairs today, and I said, I have a 1989 box of Topps baseball cards. You can put collectibles. If you can make a good cheesecake, maybe a tres leches cake, whatever. You know, it doesn't require super big things. It doesn't need to be a week timeshare in New York City. Although that's great too. That's great too. I mean, we'll take it. Yeah, absolutely. Well, part of what we're shooting for is some diversity of stuff. Part of what we're shooting for is your own kind of energy into it. And if you want to brainstorm, I am happy, and the team, Joan's happy, we're happy to brainstorm about what is that gift that you have? How can you bring it? How can you define it? How can you scope it so that it makes sense, that people understand, and that you can contribute in your own way? And lots of ways to do that. It doesn't have to be baseball cards. And so contribute is one. Tell your friends in two ways. Tell them to contribute, and then once we go live, tell them to bid. And then bid is the last one. And so then the last thing is when, April 15th. Some of you might know April 15th to be National Rubber Eraser Day. And I can't make that up, it really is. But the point of Rubber Eraser Day is it's celebration of the rubber eraser, because when you make a mistake, that thing comes in handy. Don't make the mistake of not adding your own time, talent, treasure to our online auction. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mike. And thank you to everyone for your donations to the Big Spring Prosperity Fling. the prosperity that we receive will be such a blessing to our community. So we're looking forward to all the abundance that comes our way. On Saturday, April 28th, from 9:30 a.m. until 5:30 p.m., Edie Crane will facilitate a day retreat called Lighting Up Your World, the Art of Conscious Creation. This will be a journey of self-awareness and discovery where we will use some of the principles taught by Dr. Joe Dispenza, author of You Are the Placebo and other books. We will explore our growing edges and expand our spiritual toolbox to hone our vision for ourselves and the world. Tuition is $75, which includes lunch. Sign up on our website. It's as easy as that. Unity of Gaithersburg is gearing up for another magnificent week of SEE, Spiritual Education and Enrichment. Classes June 3rd through the 8th. This year's theme is Deepening Our Knowing, Shining Our Light. We're offering 7 classes that teach Unity's approach to the Bible: metaphysics, meditation, healing, and prayer. Have you wondered what Unity teaches about Jesus' sayings and parables? Have you wanted to know more about metaphysics and how it supports us in accessing greater possibilities beyond what we currently see? What does Unity teach about healing and wholeness? Do you want to learn more about Unity prayer and how it supports us in deeply claiming our divine nature? All this and more awaits all of us. So, see you at SEE. Won't you join us? You'll be glad you did. For more details and registration, go to our website. There are also brochures and flyers in our Lobby Information Center. And now, please center yourselves as we reflect together on today's daily word. Our focus today is heart-centered. And the affirmation is, my heart is the abode of love. Let us take a breath and center ourselves in our heart space. My heart is the abode of love. In a moment of quiet contemplation, I fix my thoughts on my heart center. And very quickly, I feel divine love. Allowing attention to rest here for a few moments, I affirm silently, I am the abode of love. I am the abode of love. Love is unfailing and unchanging, mine to draw upon at any time. When I allow love to permeate my awareness, it becomes a powerful force, driving out any doubt, agitation, sadness, or fear. My heart is infilled with the mighty, magnificent force of love, and I am empowered to do only good, to share only love. My every thought, word, and action expresses love. Aglow with divine love, my heart radiates peace, light, and joy within and without. And from Proverbs 4:23, keep your heart with all vigilance, for from it flow the springs of life. And now let us prepare for meditation by singing All Is Well.
As I close my eyes and the world disappears, I can feel my breath rise and fall. There's a light inside that dispels all my fears, and I hear
gentle voice calling. All is well, all is well, all is well, all is well, all is well.
So once again, I invite you to take a deep, restoring breath and just gently close your eyes. And begin to just follow the movement of your breath, moving in and out of your body. And as you begin to follow the breath, notice that it shifts your attention away from busy thinking and brings your awareness more fully to this present moment. So let's just take a moment to just follow the breath, moving in and moving out. And take a moment to scan your physical body for any tension. And take a moment to focus the breath into those areas of tension and just to breathe that tension out. And now just take a moment to focus the breath into your physical heart space. Just breathe in and out of your heart. And in this time of stillness, I invite you to reflect upon how your heart feels in this moment. Has anything happened in your week, in your life, that has had you put an armor around your heart? So just check in right now. Just notice if there's anything armoring your heart. And I just invite you just to notice if your heart feels armored without judgment. Just notice. And just silently repeat the daily word affirmation this morning. My heart is the abode of love. Just silently affirm that to yourself. My heart is the abode of love. And it's safe for me to open my heart and allow that love out. And I'll allow it in. I will allow it out, and I will allow it in. Just breathe into that intention. And just notice if there's any resistance. It's okay. No judgment. Just notice. And just continue to affirm, my heart is the abode of love. And I allow love in, and I allow the love in my heart out. And so as we move into a time now of silence, I just invite you to continue to silently affirm, my heart is the abode of love, and I allow love in, and I allow love out in the silence. My heart is the abode of love. Love is my true nature. Nothing external to me can determine the love that I am or the love that I express. It's safe for me to express the love that I am. And so just take a deep breath into your heart. Just feel it open and available. And thank you for sharing the love that you are in our world. It makes a difference. More than we can ever know. And for this truth, you're so grateful. And so it is. Amen.
soles of these shoes are wearing thin from all of the miles I have spent searching. The trail might be cold, but it's not quite frozen. But I'll find my way if I just walk each day with my heart wide open. I've been worn down like an old river stone, caught up in the current, tumbled and thrown. My spirit is weak, but it's not quite broken. Let that river run, and I'll take what comes with my heart wide open. I wanna take every breath like it's the last one that I'm gonna get. I want you to release every regret. Let go of the pain and forgive. I want to know what it's like to live with my heart wide open. I've held on too tight, I've let go too soon. I have built walls clear up to the moon, but now here I stand, unguarded and hoping that love calls again. 'Cause I'll jump right in with my heart wide open. I wanna take every breath like it's the last one that I'm gonna get. I want you to release every regret. Let go of the pain and forgive. I want to know what it's like to live with my heart wide open. Yeah, I want to know what it's like to live with my heart wide open, wide open, wide open.
Thank you so much. What a beautiful song. Well, there was a minister that was asked to inform Joe Jones, who had a heart condition, that he had just won $60 million in the state lottery. And Joe's wife was afraid that the shock of the news would cause his heart to be overwhelmed. So she asked their minister to come and break it to him gently. So the minister went to Joe's home, sat him down, and said, "Joe, what would you do if you won the $60 million lottery?" "Well, Pastor, Joe responded, I would give half of it to the church. And Joe looked around and noticed the minister had passed out on the floor. Let's plant some seeds. What was that? No, I do a whoop whoop. So here we are, after Easter. What a glorious Easter I feel like we had here at Unity of Gaithersburg. And we are continuing. This is the last Sunday that we're going to be bringing Brene Brown's Braving the Wilderness into our message series. And I just want you to know that it has been a blessing to me to bring her teachings into our Wednesday night groups, which we've just had wonderful Wednesday night gatherings, very rich and deep and expansive, and also bringing her energy and her wisdom into Sunday mornings. And it was wonderful to bring her wisdom into the energy of Easter and to bring Jesus into the equation. I have to say, I love Jesus. Jesus is great. But boy, after Jesus Christ Superstar, I'm ready to go on a Jesus roll. It was so beautiful. And of course, just the energy of Easter was beautiful. And last week, we talked about Brene's last chapter of her book called Strong Back, Soft Front, Wild Heart. And we related the strong back and the soft front to Jesus' journey. Because, wow, did Jesus ever model having a strong back? And Brene talks about what a strong back is. So when we walk in the world with a strong back, we release the need to be perfect. We release the need to people please and to fit in. Wow, did he ever model a strong back? So he stood in the wilderness, and what Brene talked about, what the wilderness is, we've talked about it over the last several weeks, is that ability to stand in your truth, knowing who and what you are, being able to navigate that, and as you're doing that, have a sense of self-belonging. Because you truly do know who and what you are. That's the ultimate belonging, right? Right? Yeah. And of course, Jesus taught that the kingdom of God is within you, the kingdom of heaven is at hand. And I love that this whole idea of a strong back, when we're strong, we stand in our truth. Jesus never stood like this. He stood like this. With his energy centers aligned, his heart open. Yeah, he didn't apologize for who he was. He knew who he was. And he remembered that love is the greatest harmonizer and healer. He modeled great vulnerability. He modeled forgiveness, being tender, unconditionally loving in the face of being ridiculed and betrayed by his closest friends. Yeah, the greatest strength that we have, folks, that Brene has taught us is the vulnerability that comes from being the first person to say, I love you, being the person to say, I forgive you, I have compassion for you, to allow our love to rise and express. And see, when we have a strong back and an open heart, we allow the love that abode in our heart to express and to express fully. Brene says a soft and open front is not being weak, it's being brave, it's being the wilderness. Having that soft front. Again, when we have a strong back, sometimes we feel like we have to armor our heart. Wow, I need to protect myself from certain energies. I need to protect myself from certain people, certain situations. And there's ways to navigate in the world using healthy boundaries. But folks, the tricky part is that when we armor our heart to guard out certain feelings and energies, it can't not block the whole expression, see? We can't block just one without blocking the whole. And so Brené's been teaching us how to be in the world, being the stand, being the love we want to see, being the light of oneness in the midst of the darkness of belief and separation, to open our heart, our whole being to life, and to just love anyway. Yeah, our journey home to ourselves. And again, Jesus modeled that, letting life in. And Brené talks about how walking in the world with a straight back and an open heart is not for the faint of heart, because all of us in this room have stories, and we have some scars. Yeah, but that's when the wild heart comes in. One that stays open and loves anyway, one that says yes anyway, one that learns to navigate the paradoxes of life. The paradoxes of life. To be tough and to be tender. To be brave and have fear. To be scared and exhilarated. To be fierce and kind. And to accept the light as well as the dark, all at the same time. That takes courage, and it takes vulnerability, and it takes love. And having a wild heart is also being able to be in the forefront of working toward justice and equality, and see the struggles of the world, and at the same time seek out moments of joy in our own lives. And so I just wanted to ask, because I've worked with this and I've struggled a little bit with this. Have you ever been like sitting in a really nice restaurant, or sitting in a concert? I went to Bobby McFerrin on Friday night, and it was yummy. And, and just having those wonderful, cultural experiences, having experiences where you're enjoying a really great meal with your family, or sitting at home with your family in a beautiful, safe home. And do you ever have a thought, wow, the people over in Syria, don't have this. They, and I've felt a little guilty about it. How can I be, enjoying Bobby McFerrin or Jesus Christ Superstar on television, or going out to a really nice dinner with my friends, and know that my brothers and sisters around the world are struggling, that might not even have enough to eat or shelter over their head, and shamefully think, none of this first world stuff matters. But it does matter. And that's what Brené wants to teach us in this chapter, folks, because you know why it matters? Joy matters. Joy matters. Whatever it is you're doing to make a difference, whether it's part-time or full-time activism, or raising children who are conscious and awake to who they are, or volunteering here at Unity of Gaithersburg or in another organization where love is part of the mission, where inclusivity is part of the values. You are showing up to support other people, folks. In our little corners of the world, and all that we do in service, we're doing our part to co-create a world that works for all. It's no small thing. If you are called to do more, great. If you're not, don't diminish what you're doing, please. Please don't feel guilty for the joy that you create and have in your life. Because the love, the joy, and the belonging that you are creating in your life is what we want all of us to have accessibility to, don't we? Yeah, we want that for everyone. A true world that works for all. And if we don't have it, folks, we can't give it. So it serves no one to diminish our experience in comparison to what others have gone through or are going through. When we lessen our ability to be empathetic to ourselves, we lessen our ability to be empathetic with others. And we don't get to lessen our own joy to lessen another's pain. It serves no one. So don't forget to claim life's joys. And another thing, please don't lose your sense of humor. You know, that's part of the reason why I tell a joke on Sunday morning. I know sometimes they are true groaners. But when you groan with me, at least you feel the pain. And I just feel, I feel like it's so important. You know, that's another one of the paradoxes of life, is that we get to be honoring of all people. And we also get to poke fun at ourselves. Not in a mean-spirited way, ever. But let's just not forget to laugh. And to look in the mirror when we get up in the morning and have chicken head and go, oh, God, you look really goofy. And to remember our joys with a grateful heart. So I'm just going to ask you in this moment, close your eyes just really quickly if you would, and just think of something that brings you great joy. What brings you great joy? And allow yourself to feel the gratitude in your wild, open heart for what brings you joy. Oh, isn't it wonderful to celebrate what brings us joy? Because we deserve to have what brings us joy. We deserve to create more of it in our lives. Brene says, a wild heart is awake to the pain in the world, but does not diminish its own pain. A wild heart can beat with gratitude and lean into pure joy without denying the struggle in the world. We can hold that tension. It's not always easy or comfortable. Sometimes we struggle with the weight of the pull. But what makes it possible is a front made of love and a back built of courage. So just take a breath. You can open your eyes now. So folks, today, let's embrace our strong back, front heart, open, wild hearts. Let's just embrace. And let's envision a world. Let's see a world where open, wild hearts are leading us. Yeah. Strong backs of courage and soft fronts of open hearts, strong in their vulnerability and willingness to stand in the wilderness and know who they are and see others for who they are. And honestly, I believe that is what Jesus tried to teach us, folks. Love one another. The greatest way to do that is to belong to ourselves, to come home to our true nature, to know, claim, and express what we are to the best of our ability, to navigate the world with a strong back, a soft front, and an open, wild heart. To take risks and to be curious about each other, to ask each other questions and then listen, to love with a crazy, open, wild heart, to let life in, to say yes, to speak your truth, to take a stand, to be the change. Let's do it. Let's be it. Are you ready? You wild and crazy people. You wild and crazy, open-hearted, loving, precious, amazing lights in this world. That's what you are. Thank you for walking the journey at this time. And you're here because you can be. So let's affirm together. I live with an open, wild heart. I take a stand, speak my truth, and know who I am. I love with abandon and claim life's joys. I am the change I want to see in the world. And so it is.
And now, this is our time to give from our unlimited abundance and open hearts. As you hold your tithes and offerings in your hand, here is some prosperity wisdom from How I Used Truth by Dr. H. Emily Cady. The certainty of manifestation depends on the ability to recognize and accept truth. Commune with your own heart and be still. Be still and know. Be still and trust. Be still and expect. Let us now affirm our offering blessing. Together, divine love, I am, blesses and multiplies all that I have, all that I receive, and all that I receive, and I am so grateful.
There's a reason for the sunshine sky. There's a reason why I'm feeling so high. Must be the season when the love light shines all around us. So let that feeling have you deep inside and send you reeling. Where your love get high and go speeding through the moonlit nights with your lover. Just let your love flow like a mountain stream, and let your love grow with the smallest of dreams, and let your love show. And you'll know what I mean, it's the season. Let your love fly like a bird on the wing, and let your love mine. You do all living things, and let your love shine. And you'll know what I mean, it's the reason. There's a reason for the warm sweet nights, and there's a reason for candle lights, and see the season when those love lights shine all around us. So let the wonder take you into space and lay you under its loving embrace, and feel the thunder as it warms your face. Can't hold back. Just let your love flow like a mountain stream, and let your love grow with the smallest of dreams, and let your love show. And you'll know what I mean, it's a season. Just let your love fly like a bird on the wing, and let your love mine. You do all living things, and let your love shine. And you'll know what I mean, that's the season. Just let your love flow like a mountain stream, and let your love grow with the smallest of dreams, and let your love show. And you'll know what I mean, it's the season. Just let your love fly like a bird on the wing, and let your love mine. You do all living things, and let your love shine. And you'll know what I mean, it's the reason.
All right, let's stand and welcome in our youth.
Me, I got us coming together. I got you, I got me, I got us coming together. One heart, one mind, one love, coming together, coming together. Heart, one mind, one love, coming together.
Ed.
Good morning, everybody. So the month of April is the month of prayer for the Youth and Family Ministry. So we'll spend the whole month learning about the beautiful and powerful tools that Unity brings to us to make prayer such an incredible part of our lives. So today was about affirmative prayer. And here's the kids.
I am grateful for the power of affirmative prayer to support me on my path to a powerful life. I joyfully incorporate the power of affirmative prayer in my life to support my role as a powerful peacemaker.
I affirm that peace starts with me.
Yeah. All right, this is going to be tough. Can you come? Because I can't do it by myself. So I just want to tell you guys know that July 1st is going to be my last Sunday as director of the children's program. Now it's a good thing.
It's a good thing.
It's time for me to move on. It's going to be 3 years, and it's been wonderful, just wonderful. But as you can imagine, I'm also a special needs mom, and it takes a lot of effort and a lot of energy, and I can't do it all. Plus, I'm getting old.
Okay, I'm not affirming that.
So anyway, I just want to let you all know it's been wonderful. I'm not going away. I'm going to go back to my seat like I used to. And I'm just really, truly grateful for all the support that you all share with us every Sunday morning. Your applause are wonderful. Your contributions to the efforts of the program, it's just been wonderful. So I'm really grateful. I wanted to give you 3-month notice. So thank you all.
Okay. So can we just do our unity blessing? We're going to do it.
Not leaving yet.
I know we're not, but we can bless you in the process. So let's stand. If you would stand. And our unity blessing is, okay, I'll say it first and then you say it. Pauline, we love you, we bless you, we appreciate you, and we behold the light that is you. Okay, you ready? Together, are you going to receive this in your big heart? Yeah. Pauline, we love you, we bless you, we appreciate you, and we behold the light that is you. And so what I'm going to ask of this wonderful congregation is that you hold in knowing the next person that steps into these big, big, big shoes. And that it will be the perfect person to continue the work and the legacy that Pauline has created. She's amazing. So thank you.
Thank you all so much. Thank you.
So let's bless our children.
Bless our kids.
You are the light of the world. Live as the light. And let's join hands and sing our peace song. beautiful week living with an open and wild heart. Bless you.